A BetterHelp ad. Hold on. 1 second. I just need to... What if you had a room where no one interrupts? No notifications, no expectations, just space to talk. With BetterHelp, therapy happens in a space that's yours. Visit betterhelp.com/randompodcast for 10% off your first month of online therapy.
Your team just added its 67th AI tool and also your 67th security blind spot. The good news? The Vanta agent works like a GRC engineer in the background, finding every app your team uses, scoring the risk, and drafting fixes for you. Vanta is the platform used by over 16,000 fast-moving companies like Ramp, Cursor, and Harvey, who are shaping the future with AI and staying ahead of AI risk. Get started at Vanta.com.
On today's Smart 7, President Trump signs off on Iran deal, Makerfield By-Election gets underway, and much more. It's Thursday, 18th of June, it's International Panic Day, and happy birthday, Paul McCartney.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
As the G7 summit wrapped up in France, details finally emerged on the Memorandum of Agreement that is due to be signed between the US and Iran on Friday in Geneva. The details, which were read out by White House officials to reporters on a call, include a commitment from Iran to downblend its uranium under the supervision of the International Atomic Energy Agency. There's also a commitment to a permanent halt to fighting, which includes Lebanon, and sanctions relief, which is tied to nuclear commitments to be agreed during the 60-day window. Donald Trump certainly seemed happy with the deal, as he spoke to reporters before departing for Washington, claiming he'd signed the deal himself in France.
There's never been anybody that's been so tough on Iran. This should have been done by Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama. It should have been done by Biden. It should have been done by Bush. It could have been done by a lot of people. This has been going on for 47 years.
The most difficult point in the deal still appears to revolve around Israel and Lebanon. Israel say they haven't been given a copy of the memo, but the White House say they haven't asked for it. Regardless, Israel's National Security Minister Ben Gvir was giving no sign of conceding anything on Wednesday.
We must continue operating in Lebanon. We must continue to be independent. We love Trump, but we do not accept the agreement he signed, and we must continue on our own path.
Thursday morning sees the polls open in the Greater Manchester suburb of Makerfield. That's where a by-election that could change Britain's political future will play out as former Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham looks to return to the Commons and mount a challenge to Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The polls show Burnham with a 5-point lead over Reform's Robert Kenyon. Former Health Secretary Wes Streeting is keen not to be forgotten. He quit his role last month so that he could run in a leadership contest, but he still hasn't fired the starting signal. Wednesday saw him start to lay out some of the themes for a potential campaign.
The more that this uncertainty goes on, it distracts from what the government is doing, some of which is very good and I support, like the social media ban, but it also detracts from the battle of ideas I think we need to have. I think we need a battle of ideas, not a battle of the rule book.
The Prime Minister was trying to walk a cautious line to make sure that Labour wins the by-election and to hold off the challenge of Burnham at the same time.
Yes, I want him to have a big role in government. When I came into politics in 2015, it was Andy Burnham's team that I joined and we worked very well together. If he comes back into Parliament, I hope he wins in the by-election. He'll be a fantastic asset for our party and for the country.
While there seemed to be some progress at the G7 on Russia's war in Ukraine, this week has seen the EU reveal that China has been training Russian soldiers. While Russian President Putin visited China just days after Donald Trump earlier this year, it had appeared as though China was largely staying neutral in the conflict. North Korean troops have appeared on the front lines, but the suggestion from European intelligence agencies that China is also involved has come as a surprise to many. The training appears to centre around drone warfare, and NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte says they're keeping a close eye on the situation.
The sanctions circumvention, the dual-use goods, etc. We are not naive, we follow everything exactly. I cannot tell you more at this moment, or at least in this open press conference, but you can be assured that we follow...
Wednesday's Prime Minister's Question Time saw the subs off the bench, with Prime Minister Keir Starmer still busy at the G7 summit. Deputy Prime Minister and Justice Secretary David Lammy represented the government, while Tory Shadow Energy Secretary Claire Coutinho was his opponent. The shadow of Thursday's by-election dominated the questions, but with an ongoing energy crisis, Coutinho was keen to push the government to explain why they won't resume drilling in the North Sea.
Let's face it, this is a government on life support. And what's their grand plan now?
The party opposite can make all the noise they want. They had their chance, they blew it. We're building a stronger, fairer Britain.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro. England get their first World Cup win, and Jesse Eisenberg tells us about a remarkable good deed right after this.
Scaling a business takes the right expertise at the right time. Upwork helps growing teams quickly bring in specialized freelancers, so you can move faster and take the business to the next level. One of the biggest growth hacks is realizing you don't have to do it all yourself. Upwork makes it easy to bring in the right freelancer when you need them, so you can stay focused on what you do best. Upwork is a one-stop platform to find, hire, and pay expert freelancers across web and software development, data and analytics, marketing, business operations, and more. With Business Plus, you can access the top 1% of talent on Upwork. And with AI-powered shortlisting, you'll get matched to the right freelancer in under 6 hours. No endless searching required. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That is Upwork.com to connect with top talent ready to help your business grow. That's UPWORK.com. Upwork.com.
Your team just added its 67th AI tool, and also your 67th security blind spot. The good news? The Vanta agent works like a GRC engineer in the background, finding every app your team uses, scoring the risk, and drafting fixes for you. Vanta is the platform used by over 16,000 fast-moving companies like Ramp, Cursor, and Harvey, who are shaping the future with AI and staying ahead of AI risk. Get started at Vanta.com.
Welcome back.
Wednesday saw England get their World Cup campaign underway in Dallas as they faced off against Croatia. Earlier on in the evening, Cristiano Ronaldo made his first appearance in his 6th World Cup, but his Portugal side could only draw with the Democratic Republic of Congo, who were making only their 2nd World Cup appearance. In Dallas, Harry Kane opened the scoring for England with a penalty, but his side were under plenty of pressure in the first half before turning things around to win the game 4-2. Questions will remain about England's defence, but a fiery speech by manager Thomas Tuchel at half-time certainly impressed the England captain.
And credit to the manager. The manager gave us a speech at half-time just to say, look, if we lose, we lose. We lose in our way. And I think you saw that, how the way we come out in the second half, we went full gas, and they couldn't live with it. And that's the level we have to set for every game. So credit to everyone. The first game of the tournament, a great result against a tough side.
Jesse Eisenberg turned down the chance to reprise his role as Mark Zuckerberg in the follow-up to the Facebook story The Social Network. Instead, Succession's Jeremy Strong takes over the role in The Social Reckoning, but Eisenberg has been plenty busy with a role as an evil robot villain called Dort in the new Minions movie, which is called Minions and Monsters. He popped up with Jimmy Fallon, but ended up talking about an extraordinary act of generosity, which is the fact that he donated one of his kidneys. He was typically modest about the life-changing decision.
But they say you live a longer life because they put you through such a battery of tests before you donate. And so I live a perfectly normal life. My other kidney is growing, and somebody else, who was on dialysis or dying, is able to have a real life now.
It's been 25 years since Shrek and Donkey first got together in the DreamWorks animated classic Shrek, and it's been 16 years since we had Shrek 4. Next summer sees Shrek 5 drop, with the gang all getting back together, including Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy and Cameron Diaz. Shrek and Donkey are off on a new adventure, but they're bringing Shrek's kids, played by Zendaya, SNL's Marcello Hernandez and Superman's Skylar Gisondo. The only question is whether kids who watch the first one will bring their kids to the 5th one, I guess.
Once upon a time, a hideous ogre and a delusional donkey embarked on a journey to the magical city of Further, Further Away.
Oh my God, it's happening. It's really happening. Do you know what that means? I need a makeover.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Your team just added its 67th AI tool, and also your 67th security blind spot. The good news? The Vanta agent works like a GRC engineer in the background, finding every app your team uses, scoring the risk, and drafting fixes for you. Vanta is the platform used by over 16,000 fast-moving companies like Ramp, Cursor, and Harvey, who are shaping the future with AI and staying ahead of AI risk. Get started at Vanta.com.
You've got social dialed in. Search is doing its thing. So why do your marketing results look the same as 6 months ago? That's because you're fishing in the same pond as everyone else. Podcast listeners are a different audience entirely. More engaged, harder to reach through traditional channels, and ready to act when someone they trust makes a recommendation. We're Acast, and we put them right in front of you. Browse thousands of the world's leading podcasts, book host reads or run your own ads, and track every conversion in real time. Same skills you already have, brand new results. Acast. Acast.com/advertise.